Hello, everybody. It's Preston here, also known as Godzilla Hawk, and we have
Yes.
like you can tell his face.
You too.
You can tell his face. It's just from work. He's been very busy and really pushing, and he's just been hauling ass at work, and it's just been taking a really good toll on him. So don't think that we don't want to do this review. In fact, we weren't really expecting to do it, but I figured, you know what? It's a kind of a TNA special event. We haven't done a review in a while. Like I said, Brand's not mad at you guys. He's just very stressed at work. He's been, he's just been not in so good mood. But hopefully, when it comes to tomorrow, when we do our, I'm going to say about 90, I would say a good 90% chance we'll be doing a Avengers Age of Ultron review tomorrow by Brandon and I, maybe Jose, depending. But
There's not enough KFC in the world to make me happy right now. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, you could just, so he's just a little tired. So if he kind of like slows down and you can kind of tell he's a little stressed, it's just work. It's nothing against you guys. It's just work and what's been happening. Plus he's been a little tired. Like I said, I think Thursday you pretty much slept in.
Yeah. So the whole day.
So hopefully Saturday he'll feel a lot better. But for now, just don't blame him.
Don't blame me. It's like I get what you have to say.
Well, one of the fans go, "Oh, Brand looks like a complete retard." And it's like,
I already look like a retard. I'm sorry if I offend you. Yourself.
Moving on.
Oh no, they're offended. What should I do now? Oh no, they're gonna blog me. Let me know if I get any money from that one.
What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know, but apparently my brain cut off. And there's just, hey guys.
I'm not even gonna say anything because
He doesn't have to. It's fun.
Yes, but no, but we'll be giving you guys our TNA Hardcore Justice review. We did our Extreme Rules review and also a live reaction, so you could check those out. We were both disappointed and completely embarrassed for watching that piece of garbage. So we were hoping, it's going to be Hardcore Justice for TNA. Yes, it's not pay-per-view anymore. Yes, TNA is not the greatest show or even pro wrestling show in the world. We know that for a fact. But they do have good content on it when they have good content. So, yes, so we figure we give this thing a chance. We'll give our honest review about each match and overall the show. We're only going to talk about the matches, not really the segments, because that's what we look forward to the most is the matches. So we'll start off with the opening. It was the Hardys and Davey Richards, I believe, versus the Dakota, Abyss, and Manic in a 6-on-6 street fight. It was they just pretty much brawled. It was just a big brawl. It wasn't really anything special, but it was at least hardcore. At least they used more weapons than just freaking chairs.
I just wish they hit a little harder to make it a little more believable. That's all I got to work on. Otherwise, they're doing a terrible job. Sorry, he comes out sometimes and has to say something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're doing a good job. They're doing retarded. The more weight than I am. Sorry.
This guy's going to be a recurring character, so get used to it.
Let's go, asshole. Smile and take it.
Expect him to be doing live reactions, too. Probably have money in a bank or maybe payback.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun. I'm going to have so many other tricks in me, I won't be able to tell what's up, down, left, right, upper, finger purple.
Anyways.
Potato.
As a match itself, it was not anything special, but at least they did some more variety of weapons, which I could say for the Street Fighter in WWE, which I'm not going to talk about. You could check that video.
Don't talk about the other show. Don't talk about the other show. Stay with the show. Let's review on TNA.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. Just
TNA.
Tits and asses.
We don't say that anymore because they get sued every time someone says it.
Okay, then I apologize. Moving on. Yeah.
I sure hope so, because I'm getting bored.
No, don't worry. We'll try to get this because he wants to get home. He wants to use his oven to cook some meals.
Stick my head in it and let it match.
Are you extra crispy?
I can smell deep fried asshole.
I think you killed it.
Well, that was what I.
Next is I believe it.
You have to have a slap fight.
Next, I believe it was the Fatal 4-Way for the X Division Championship. It was
Fatal 4-Way ladder match for the X Division Championship. And who called it?
We'll get to that soon. Rockstar Spud, I honestly don't give a shit. I honestly thought he was killing the championship. Worse than when Loki had for a little bit. It was just like flopping everywhere. It was like, what are you guys doing the championship? You wanted to mean something. Why is it just flip flopping everywhere? Like, oh, let's put it back on Austin Aries, even though he doesn't need it anymore. Let's give it a Loki because we don't know who else to put it with. Now we'll give it a Rockstar Spud. I was like, what was the point of giving it a Rockstar Spud in the first place? He only had for like a month, and then he did nothing with it. He did nothing entertaining. The other three guys, on the other hand, their opponents.
Amazing competition with them. All three of them from fighting, except for Kenny King, which was just, yeah, and what Kenny King does. He kicks the little guy waist down.
Literally. No. No, but...
Did you see any highlights from him? There was anything impressive in particular from him? I don't think I've seen a single thing he did during the match that was actually memorable. I think that who's Rockstar Spud's buddy?
I don't even remember. So
Rockstar Spud's buddy stole the match for the show. They stole the match.
Tigre
and Tigre Uno did an excellent job. I think that his buddy, which should have been top of the mountain to get that title, and if not, Tigre Uno seems to have finally stepped out and done something really impressive, and should have walked away with that title. Kenny King, I felt, would have been the fourth pick. I think Rockstar Spud should have retained before Kenny King got it. But that's how I feel about it. So I'm not going to say anything else because.
And I think I can speak for Brian. I think you'll agree with me. It's not the fact he hates Kenny King. It's just due to the fact that he's with the BDC.
No, the BDC's fine. I just don't see him do anything. I don't see him compete on a regular basis. Mostly it's been Loki. In fact, even when they had Samoa Joe, it was Loki and Samoa Joe. I didn't see much out of Kenny King except for mouthpiecing and attacking in the back scenes. I don't want to see that stuff all the time. I want to see him in a match because in a match he does something memorable. He doesn't do it. This match alone, he won the X Division championship. And what did he do? He did nothing the whole match. All little stuff. No high flying. No heavy hitting. Nothing impressive. And we give him the title. He's done nothing in months, probably close to a year now. Nothing impressive in the ring. I mean, I get they're trying to be the thug. They all in a group fighting. Yeah, I understand that. They all have each other's backs. They don't win matches on their own most of the time in any way. But do something. Show that you at least stand out still. Nothing. Besides being a mouthpiece, he really didn't do anything the entire match. So I feel that he was the least worthy of the title, especially seeing Tigre Uno comes out and every time he has a match does something memorable every time, and it's like, whoa, he didn't just do that, right? You ever see Tigre Uno a match with Tigre Uno where he doesn't do anything?
Continue.
And then you got Rockstar Spud's buddy does that moonsault flip off the top,
Shooting Star Press.
There you go. I like that type of thing. That's a highlight. That's something you watch. That's something that's impressive.
Tigre Uno flip avalanche thing from the ladder.
Another thing from Tigre Uno. What did Kenny King do this match? Nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. He kicked Rockstar Spud in the ribs over and over again, and then stole the X Division championship. Like we haven't seen that before.
No, wait. No, there was, I think, the one spot with the ladder where it was bridged up, and they were jumping off it and doing counters on the bridge. It was, I think, with him and Rockstar Spud's buddy, and then Rockstar Spud's buddy was the one that actually countered and actually did a good move on it. You were even like, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, but again, that's Rockstar Spud's buddy doing it.
But no, King did a little bit too. He does not hate King. I don't hate.
I used to be a big fan of him. I loved him as a heel. Yes, I understand he's always been a heel because his mouth gets him that way, and it's great. He's a great persona. The problem is since he started tagging up and teaming up in a group and all this other stuff, he doesn't stand out anymore. He's just another face. He's like Loki. They're both going down on the totem pole. I think that since they've joined the BDC, their characters and as wrestlers, they haven't done anything lately. The wins they've had.
Who really cares about the BDC? Let's be honest. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's killing it's killing the X Division, in my opinion.
It's
the BDC alone is killing the X Division. It took Samoa Joe out of the X Division. It took Loki off the title run for X Division, and now look who's got it. It's got Kenny King, the guy who hasn't been competing
as much.
Yeah, or he's had like maybe 15 matches the last year at the most.
He's had a few, but
a few, but a lot of them are tag. Otherwise, he's been just attacking behind the scenes. That's it. He's propaganda. And last time I checked, didn't he capture the X Division within a month of being with TNA?
I think a month or two.
And he held it longer than most other people did. And he was.
No, he held it for I think 4 or 5 months.
And every time you see him compete with it, he was like, "I'll defend it against one person. I'll defend it against 2 people. I'll defend it against 3 people. I'll defend it against 5 people." He went up to a 6-man match, and it was like somebody who wants to prove that he's the best. Granted, he always said, he's like, "I'm the best. I rule." Fine, that was cool. He proved it. Every match was memorable. He pushed it. Not this one.
I think, honestly, what they need to do at Slammiversary is have, like, 5 members of, like, the Rising and then, like, 5 members of BC, have, like, an elimination match, and then whoever loses, that group is disbanded forever. So hopefully maybe they can actually lose, like, Low-Key right, Kenny King right, because these groups are just, like, we know these groups are going to face off a huge tag match in the future, like a Survivor Series. We know it's going to happen, but we don't want to see. Yes, it's good to have tag teams, but we don't want too many factions, and that's what we're getting. I mean, we already got the BDC, we got the Rising, we got the Dollhouse. We're getting a little bit too many factions. There's only so much we can take,
and all the factions are generally holding the titles, except for, of course, Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah, that's right, Revolution. Oh, Revolution's not holding it.
Give them a little bit; they'll get it back.
Yeah, but it's like too many factions. Like I said, we don't hate Kinky. We just don't like the fact that he's not doing as much as we want him to see. We know he can do way better. Will Kenny King maybe have a decent title run? We don't know. Will he have a shit run? We don't know.
Will he defend his title anytime soon? I doubt it.
You are such a doubter. It's not even funny.
No, that one in particular. Just because of the lack of competition he does, I would doubt it. I could see him having an X Division match, and then all you see is all the members of BDC beating down Rockstar Spud. Newest member of the Rising, Rockstar Spud. Oh, that group's completely destroyed. I'm just saying that could be somewhere they're going with it, and I hope not.
No, don't get that into my fucking mind. No, I'm not fucking joking right now. No, do not go WWE standards. That's something WWE would do in a heartbeat.
Yes, they would, because he is he's so over.
He's the goddamn Santino.
He's so over with the crowd, though. Santino was just a laugh minute, but they didn't chant him. He's so over with the crowd that it would literally boost their popularity at the same time kill their reputation. It's like,
Rockstar Spud kill that title. Kenny King, I don't know what they'll do with him, but I hope to God they give someone like a fresh talent, somebody the X Division Championship, and that should do something with it. Like have back with and I'll stand by this. The best X Division rivalries in existence. Do not interrupt me because you're gonna 100% agree with me. It was with Manic, the Motor City Machine Guns, and the Lethal Consequences. Those 5 people, all of them, with the X Division rivalry, were always going after the title, and they were awesome. King of the Mountain, they were awesome matches, and he's seen them. It's great. What happened to X Division guys? Alex Shelley's gone. Chris Sabin's gone. Manic is part of the Revolution.
He's not even Manic. He's not even Manic anymore. I don't want to call him Manic anymore. Until he puts the other seat back on, he's not Manic.
No. And let's see. Jay Lethal, he's in ROH right now. He's the current television champion. He's actually doing way better in there, I think. And then we got Lethal Consequences, who's Xavier Woods, who's not even holding the championship, but claims he's holding a tag team title.
Fantasies.
But just because KK won, does that mean the match was terrible? No, it was a little bit longer. He did a little bit more spots like Brandon said. It's like Rockstar Spud's not champion. I actually said, like, as long as it's fine with let's just see what this where they go. Just go this fucking bullshit.
I know I'd be the next member of the Rising, but I also have a little. I think his try spouts a lot of nonsense. I like where he's going with it. That.
But if he's going to be part of the Global Force Wrestling, then how's that going to work?
I'm not sure.
Unless he's like in there for like a couple of months contract.
That's rumors too. That's a rumor that he signed with them. It's not confirmed yet.
True. Unless maybe he does like a couple month contract or something like with TNA.
Look how long it took for the Samoa Joe contract thing with NXT to go through.
It took like a month or a couple months.
It took a couple of months. I mean, if he signed a contract, you should have seen him within a week or two. At least seen him. Now they're saying, "Oh, look, we see him in the background in NXT," but you don't see him wrestling. You don't see him even talking to anybody. You don't see him anymore. You know, it's still questionable. Is it true or is it meh? So I'm just saying, this guy spouts a lot of stuff, but a lot of the things that he has told me has been like, "Well, you were kind of right. That was going to happen."
Well, like who in particular?
No, my rumors come from other people. They're rumors.
I'll find out by today after this video.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But like I said, the match though, yes, I think for an X Division match, it was decent. I don't like how the X Division champion Rockstar Spud was literally defeated by back injury. Literally. I mean, seriously, he got knocked up the ladder by a swinging like nudge from the guy's foot to his ribs, and he falls back first into a ladder. I mean, I was like, come on, at least do your finisher off the top of the ladder to him. Give him some credibility when you strip him of the title. Then I'd been happy, because then Kenny King would have had a moment in the match and be like, oh, cool, he took him out. He finally did what he wanted to do. And that credits him to have the X Division champion. Plus, Spud isn't buried. They literally buried Spud the whole match. And I was like, oh,
he buried the title. It's only fitting.
He didn't bury the title.
Yes, he did. I think he had 2 shits when he was champion. It was like, oh.
He had it in his briefcase. He has the right to do it.
Okay, so what?
And when he did, everybody was excited because Austin Aries had kicked the crap out of both of them.
Just because he won the briefcase, he won the match, doesn't mean I have to accept and like it. That's like Del Rio is WWE champion. Okay, he's champion, but that doesn't mean
he's also the only one that's had it in the briefcase. We still got the tag team one, and we still have the world heavyweight one. So, you know, the reaction you're having to the X Division one, I mean, come on.
You know why they did? Because they knew they
after the fight he put up with what's his name? After he put up the fight with EC3, come on, give him a little more credit.
No, I'm not gonna give him credit. He butchered it. He butchered the title
because he got beat down by a group of guys.
He barely defended. He barely showed up half the time. It was like, oh great, he killed the title.
Like they were doing anything with it. They stuck it on Loki's waist, and he hadn't defended it since he got it.
That's the problem. It's like they're not putting on anybody.
Which doesn't make Spud the one who buried it. It makes the company that buried it.
Austin Aries didn't make any sense.
Do you really think?
Loki
do you really think that Loki's going to defend the title over and over anytime soon unless he loses it? I mean, seriously, dude. He had the briefcase.
Just don't give it a spike again. Just don't give it to him.
That's fine. He's going to have his rematch, but it's going to be in a bunch of group guys again. That's when he's going to get his rematch. So you don't have to worry about that. Will he get it again? There's a possibility. Hey, you don't want it on your game, so there's a possibility. I'm just saying.
That's a fucking game.
Yes,
not a wrestling show.
I know. I'm just saying it could happen again, but not highly unlikely. Moving on.
Yes, we are talking about this way too much. Anyways, now go ahead and laugh all you want. I'm getting legit frustrated.
I know.
Anyways, we are going to talk about. We're going to go ahead now. I believe the next match was the. Oh yeah, that's right. It was the Terrence Terrell versus Brooke Knockouts title match. Of course, you know Brandon. It was not. I'll be honest. It was not the best match. It was not the best. But I've seen way worse matches because of knockouts on TNA. I've seen way worse matches. At least it was not like a 2-3 minute match At least it was given like 5 or 6 minutes. It was given a little bit of time. They did something with it. Terrence Terrell being heel kind of surprised me, and it depends on what they do. I don't know where they're going with this. I think it's a little bit weird, but it's one of those things where you have to get used to. It's like if Rey Mysterio turned heel, just be like really, it would be very awkward, and it'd be like, I'm just so used to this person being a baby face. I don't know where he's heel. It's gonna be awkward. Maybe it'll work, or maybe it'll just be total garbage. We don't know. It just depends on how they go with this. Now they're next week going to be Karma or Awesome Kong. Sorry, Awesome Kong and Gail Kim versus Terrence Terrell, probably the Dollhouse. Most likely, Gail Kim will probably be facing Terrence Terrell in the near future for the title, which is not a bad thing because they've had a pretty good knockouts rivalry, like in last knockout staying matches and ladder matches. So we know they can perform well. So it just depends on what they're doing. But right now, it's good. They're trying to make the knockouts division seem important, even though they don't have much in the division. So in terms of WWE divas, even though you know what I mean. But it's good. At least they're trying to give them time as well, and at least they give these women more of a chance. Like last week, they did a Fatal 4-Way, and it wasn't not that bad either. But like I said, it was not the greatest title match. I've seen way worse, and I've seen way better. But that's about it. It was just there to me, but at least they're doing something with it, in my opinion.
I guess the only thing I have to add to it, I mean the only thing, is that Tara Terrell definitely pulls Insane off really well with that face. She does a very good job of that. You didn't notice that? They're not just playing heel, they're playing Insanity.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she has that wicked Joker, I'm insane face.
I don't know why. Every time I heard her voice, I was thinking back in my mind Harley Quinn. I don't know why. I don't know. I legitimately thought that. It just like came in my mind. I was like, for half a second, it was like, Harley Quinn was like, what was that in my mind? I'm not kidding. For some reason, it was weird, but maybe that's just me, or I'm just a big Harley Quinn fan. Next match, I believe it was I think it might have been the pipe on a pole match, maybe. I think it was. I could be wrong, unless there's a bless you. Unless there's another match I'm forgetting. The pipe on a pole match. It was an interesting concept. I'm not really a big fan of like matches like on a pole. To be honest, I don't really find them that interesting because it's just like brawl, a little bit of wrestling, then they get the weapon out, and then they usually use it once, and then the match is usually over. And it's like, wow, okay. But at least they did some credibility in this match. They didn't just like, let's just go after the pipe. No, they spent hours of like, I wouldn't say hours, like minutes of brawlings and using chairs as being, and of course, low key is always impressive.
On top of which, they never actually hit each other with the pipe. They tried, they failed. The whole match, there was not a single pipe strike.
Yep, exactly.
Low key did a real memorable thing. This is what I'm talking about. When he did the Warrior's Way while he was bent over a chair. That was impressive.
And keep in mind, the chair was, sat like this, how we're doing, and he actually did a freaking stomp, and bam, you can see Drew Galloway's back hit right here.
No, his gut, he was bent over. It hit right here in his stomach.
That's right.
Yeah. And it was like, ooh, dude. I need a change of tidies after that. I was like, ooh, dude, the return in my pants.
I said the match was better than. I'll be honest, the match was better than we thought it was going to be. We know both these guys are great performers, and these guys perform very well. Now, of course, there's this whole war, which I already predicted in the X Division might happen, but it just depends, like, who else joined the Rising. There's been a lot of rumors, like maybe Bully Ray or Hurricane House. It just depends who they get.
Of course, Spud's on the list, too.
But that's a really
that's one of my own personal rumors that I'm stating that there is a chance, and there's also a chance that if he joins, so will his little buddy. Just a little FYI on that one.
That's just his.
But also my personal opinion of this match. I hate to say it is. I believe this match was match of the night. If you call any of a match of the night, I'd say this one was. I like this one a lot. There's a lot of there's a lot of powerful striking, which is what I look for in a match. There was a lot of high impact, not a lot of flying, but you got to see brute strength in his best. There wasn't that many botches. There were a few.
Like the pipe thing where they tried to do a move and then the accident knocked over the pipe.
He tried to get it down. He reached up and it just kind of came off. I think that the twine came
maybe.
off. The spline, where the hell, was hung by some kind of rope thingy majigger.
Yeah.
But honestly, I liked this match. And then ending it. When was the last time you saw that DDT to a steel chair? Who was doing it? I believe his name was Mick Foley. Was doing it to who?
It's a similar move, but it's not the same.
I believe it was done to Edge. And Edge kicked out. I don't know too, but I had a flashback when that happened. I was like,
I think it might be the Randy Orton one because I remember that.
To a steel chair?
I think it might be on a steel chair or barbed wire.
I think the last time I saw him do it to a steel chair, and it was Edge at that match they had for showing how hardcore they were.
I got to double check. Maybe you're right. I got to rewatch it.
Because I think he did the loose roll of barbed wire that he had around him. He had put it on the ground, and then he got him on it. But
I don't remember. I have to rewatch it.
But yeah, I think this was match of the night. Even with Kurt Angle repeating, I think this was match of the night.
That's personal preference.
I'm not saying it was a 9 out of 10. I'm saying it was 6 out of 10. So it outdid all the other matches.
Now let's move on to the main event. I honestly thought, unless there's like other matches, like I said, I can't remember any other matches. So I think we should just go to main event unless something didn't happen. I'll check again. But the main event was Eric Young versus Kurt Angle. I honestly thought this was for the world title. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Brad actually caught that, and it was just like after the match, I was like, yes, yes, yes. And Brad was like, dude, it's not for the world title. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, it's true. Yeah, honestly,
can you smell it there out there in internet land?
I don't really know what to say about this one. It didn't feel like a stretcher match to me. It really didn't. The whole point of a stretcher is to use multiple stretchers and go over the line. Apparently, the rule of this match was just to strap on. Just this match that just did not feel like a stretcher match. It felt like it should have just been like a regular singles match or no disqualification type match. It didn't feel like a stretcher match. I didn't feel like I was watching a stretcher match. I felt like, okay, there's a stretcher outside, but that's about it. Of more punches and wrestling.
Hey, you know what? I enjoyed it. I did. Once it started getting good, and don't get me wrong, I'm sitting there going, "What the hell? He's got a drop bruise on his nipple." I'm sitting there going, "Oh, I hope you don't have like yourself a nipple ring. I'd grab that thing and twist it, and make you scream like a baby."
Punisher.
Just saying, the two, pile drivers was impressive. I always said Eric Young deserves to have another title shot run. He deserves a lot.
He's underrated.
Well, I've always liked him as Eric Young, the good guy. Eric Young, the bad guy, has always been the better wrestler because he does better things. I don't like the way he looks, but that's my personal opinion. I think he needs to knock off the spitting thing. It kind of doesn't work for me. But I like his insanity. I like what he does with it. I don't like the fact that they're breaking it down to where they're wrestlers that are high up on the food chain seem to be losing their mind. I mean, if I visit the TNA roster, I am Emperor. I'm sorry, I heard that. We are Emperor.
You would make Eric Young look like a cuddly Care Bear.
Eric Young comes out of the conference room crying. I'm like, all I did was talk to him for 5 minutes, and he just lost his mind. I told him where he can pick it up down the street from where I have 7 different houses I live in, depending on which personality's in control. Yeah, that's right. Don't worry, I'm the one that lived on your carousel. Just saying is all, But, Eric Young does deserve to hold the title. I like the fact that he's got a submission now. I do like that he uses it a lot. I don't think it's necessary that he uses a weapon, but it's a signature, kind of like he has Shillelagh.
Oh, Finley?
Finley's Shillelagh. It's a signature of his character. Not a signature move, a signature of his character. It marks.
Or like Triple H with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's his unique portion of his character that's given. It's something that defines him a little bit more. I hope that he does have a title run soon.
Maybe a Slammiversary, maybe, is my prediction, maybe?
I just hope he has a title run soon because before too long, this character is going to get boring. They're going to run out of things to do with him, and it's just going to get. And God knows that. My personal thought on it is that if he does have a title run soon, he's going to end up. They're going to have him losing it to the Bobby Lashley when he comes back. I do believe that's what that'll go, but I hope not. If anything, he'd probably lose it to either Bobby Lashley or Austin Aries, depending on which one he catches in the briefcase on. He's got problems. I thought I was insane. Look at this doink. How you doing, doink?
I'm fucking drunk.
Anyways, like I say, this match here was pretty decent for a match. It's actually a match that would be close to almost being like a Monday Night Raw rating match. I guess this was supposed to be their their pay-per-view type of thing.
Yeah, it was like one of the special events.
For being a special event, it wasn't special enough. And
it
honestly,
was only 2 hours. It should have been like actual pay-per-view.
Honestly, we all know, we're all thinking it, and we're all trying to tell them it. We live for X Division. Their company officially has no more credibility. X Division's all they got going for them. The TNA knockouts, they're starting to bury it with this dollhouse thing. It's going a little too awkwardly weird because the two dollhouse original tag team members haven't shown any potential. They're just oversized glamazons who seem to be a little mentally disturbed, but they don't have any raw capabilities, so it's not impressive. They haven't done anything memorable. There's nothing to them aside from sticking a jawbreaker in their opponent's mouths. That's been in either one of their mouths or down one of their skirts. That was weird. I would have said wash that thing off before I put it in her mouth, but jeez. But like I said, this show's rating, I'd say probably something special. It's like a 6, maybe a 6.5 out of 10, not out of 100. Okay, guys, I know you're getting that kind of mixed up. I try not to use a 100 scale because it's kind of one of those things. It's one of those things I reserve for big things, like when they screw up Bound for Glory. When I say I give this thing a -5 out of 100. Yeah. But they need to start thinking more of their X Division and bringing back the traditional matches. I know it's insane to think that your X Division is the only thing that your company's reputation is based off of, but in your case it is. And that's not a bad thing. I know it's not a bad thing. I mean, you guys are innovative, and your talent is extremely innovative. Problem is you're not using all of it. I mean, simply because you have one X Division championship. No, simply because you only have one X Division championship doesn't mean you have to have only one X Division match. Think about this. How's this one? The next time you have a pay-per-view like thing going, make it all about X Division.
Like Destination X,
but bigger, because Destination X only has that one X Division match for the title, right? Normally. How about this one? A qualifying X Division, at Destination X, where you have these 6 guys go at it, and these 6 guys go at it, and these 6 guys go at it, and they all have to. And they all have to get down. No, they do. All they have to do is they reuse the guys from the other matches if they want to, and that'd make it even better because now they're getting tired. And the winner of each match has to pull down the X. It's an automatic qualifying for the fourth final match, and all 3 of the winners will face the X Division champion in a fatal 4-way X Division match. There's 4 matches right there, and then just for the heck of it, stick a knockouts X Division match in it. That would be great. Doesn't have to be for the women's title, but a X Division match with the divas. Or sorry, knockouts. You'll have to forgive me. The chicks are the chicks are the chicks, and they can even add like a little bonus, like the winner of that is the next #1 contenders for the women's championship. And then what they do is Destination X. If the X Division champion instead decides to hand in the title to get a shot at the World Heavyweight Champion, there you go. Straight up, you got yourself a World Heavyweight title match, and then the X Division title match will just be a fatal 3-way. It'll just be a 3-way. Think about that one. and all three of those guys would have gone through a match. Now it's even. They're all the same tired, except the most recent winner because he'll be tired from his match a lot more than the other two. It would lend credibility to Kenny King, who is now a paper champion. Oh, sorry, part-time champion. Anywho's, how's your feeling on whatever the hell? Still waiting.
Very interesting, in all honesty. In all honesty, though, the reason I did is the Bobby Lashley thing. It's just no, he shouldn't even be on TNA. He's just no. But in terms of this show, I would say it was more entertaining than Extreme Rules. But at the same time, it still feels like a regular Impact, which is not the best. Maybe I give it like a 5, maybe a 6, like Brandon said. It was not the greatest show. I've seen way better. Honestly, I think they need to start bringing back actual pay-per-views and actually have like a pay-per-view every month, like Hardcore Justice, like Slammiversary, Bound for Glory, Destination X pay-per-views like that, instead of being like, okay, Slammiversary, and then Lockdown sometimes, and then Bound for Glory. It's like, I think we only get like 2 pay-per-views now a year. It's like, what happened? I thought we used to have like once a month like WWE, but now they don't do that, which is weird. I guess it's a budget thing, what I'm assuming.
80% off our old restock sale, turds. Please buy. You buy.
Watch, it'll be 96%. It'll be 96% off, like freaking the South Park.
I'm getting me my shirt. Then don't tickle me anymore, Elmo.
Stop touching me, Elmo. That was hilarious. If you guys haven't watched South Park, then you won't get the reference. Otherwise, if you have, you got me. That was hilarious.
Thank God for South Park.
Thank you. P.S. I'm seeing Book of Mormon in a couple of weeks, so I can't wait for that. Yeah, you say that now. He's just an ass. No, but in all seriousness, like I said, the women's division is getting up there, but I think they're just starting to bring it back. I'm gonna give it time. I'm not gonna completely bash it and go, oh, fuck this division.
Already did. Poor Spud.
Before I was interrupted, I was also going to say that the X Division, like Brand said, does need work, and we need to make this title mean something like it did before when we had like Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, the real Manic, like Zima Ion, like went back when he was, Zima Ion, not DJZ. Guys like Christian York, Kenny King, the Motor City Machine guys. We need like you have some of the talent. Start using them more often. That's all we're asking. We're not asking for much. Just start using them more. You have a lot of X Division wrestlers. Like, just because you lost some big guys, that doesn't mean like your X Division is completely destroyed. You still have X Division wrestlers like Davey Richards. He's a lone wolf now. Maybe he could go up to the title. We see him have great matches with Manic, even though they're only like they're kind of random, but at least they're actually innovative for short matches.
They can throw Jeff Hardy in there just to see how long it takes before he starts starting to crack.
They did, and that match was awful.
I'm just saying, he's not going to want to. He's not going to want to feel what he's about to go through.
Don't even remind me about that one match. That was the worst X Division match I've ever seen.
I remember at Backlash when he jumped off the giant hook, and it's like he's dead. Monday night, the next night, he's just walking around, and you're like, how's he still alive?
What do you mean by hook?
Remember at Backlash, you had those giant hooks hanging from the top?
Oh.
He climbed up the top of it and did a swanton dive. I think he missed. Went through the tables.
I gotta rewatch. I don't know which Backlash it was. Like I said, but actually now I want to kind of talk a little bit about Puzzle. No more joking around.
No,
I
guess I'm not part of this anymore.
No, it's tomorrow. I guarantee we'll give our Lucha Underground review because we have not done one. There's so much to talk about this product in particular. I actually Apache puts a smile on my face every time I watch it. When I watch WWE, it's always mostly a bad reaction.
Except that time when they attacked her. That really pissed you off, dude. You were puffing.
What?
Stop attacking a girl. She's hurt. What are you doing?
I was doing commentary. It's all fun.
He was flipping out. Get out of bed. Where's your balls? I was like, oh my god. I have never seen you like that. It was amazing. All you need to do is learn how to speak Spanish.
It was a joke, Brandon. It was just a joke. You could totally tell I wasn't being serious.
Okay, then I'm retarded.
I'm saying you're retarded, but it's just like, why are you prejudging?
You got me to jump out of my seat. I was like, oh my god, he's going off.
I'm sorry, I'm a little tired, guys. Work for me has been a little bit on and off, and Brandon, like you said, is a little tired, but hopefully you'll feel better in the morning. Lucha Underground, we'll give our thoughts about that so far, and we're most likely going to try to see Avengers. We'll definitely do a review of that first thing we get back, because that's going to be a must. We have to do that because this is a movie I've been waiting for. Well, actually, we've been waiting for a while. So I guarantee you'll be getting either a movie review and or a Lucha Underground review tomorrow as well. So you'll be getting 2 videos hopefully tomorrow. But if you only see Lucha Underground, then that just depends on what happens. I can explain.
Yeah, if I don't like Avengers 2, I'm not doing a review on it. It's not happening.
It's going to be good.
Hey. I've seen movies they said was going to be good. You're on. I'm just saying, if it's a flop, you're going to get 5 seconds of me off the camera, and that's it.
People have already been saying this movie is good. I really doubt it's going to suck.
I'm hoping that it doesn't suck, but I'm letting them know.
See, this is what I mean by prejudging. He's already going to mindset of like, it's going to suck. It's going to suck.
This is the way I get more surprised when it's good. Make good better. Get it?
It just doesn't make
get
sense.
surprised when it's good. Be like, oh, it's even better than I thought it could be.
But you know it's going to be good. It's not like, it's not going to be like Extreme Rules. You're like, I don't know about this, but maybe it will be good. Maybe it will be surprising. And then what happened? We went like, it might
like
be
Fantastic Four and Silver Surfer.
Let's be honest, that movie is kind of forgettable.
They're like, Fantastic Four, awesome, sucked. Silver Surfer's coming to Fantastic Four #2. Cute. They ruined it, okay? So excuse me for being
but hey, have they ruined Avengers?
Prepared
hey, come on. Hey. But Avengers 1 was awesome, so don't get me wrong. That was awesome, but we still got a second one.
But Iron Man sucked.
Iron Man 1 was good. Iron Man 2 was forgettable. Iron Man 3 was always a mixed bag.
Sucked.
Again, mixed bag. Some people like it, some people hate it. But they all guarantee the first one was good.
I am kind of curious how they're going to interject the fact that he's no longer Iron Man into this.
What are you talking about? He's Iron Man in this movie.
That's probably why I'm upset about it already. Because I guess it's supposed to be a prequel to Iron Man 3, but a sequel to the Avengers, which throws me for a loop.
I thought this took place after Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3, he gets the chest piece taken out at the end with all the shrapnel.
Right.
It's removed. He's not Iron Man anymore. So unless he somehow managed to rebuild all the Iron Man suits and his house and his little kryptonite, little boxy dude,
well, don't forget
behind her back, I just don't see it happening.
Well,
so this would have to be a prequel to Iron Man 3 as a sequel to the Avengers. It has to be.
What do you think?
Insane Asshole's got a point.
Anyway, that's it. But no, in all seriousness, no. That's our little review. We know this video was a little long, but
we like to make sure you're filled in about every little thing that doesn't matter.
In other words, we like to give you guys these reviews, whether their opinion, fact, right, wrong, or overall we're just having fun. We like doing these type of videos. I always enjoy videos. Like I said, Age of Ultron tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm excited. And Lucha Underground is a world title match. I am super excited for that one. Too bad no more Mount Monsters, which is kind of a bummer. But hey, there's a chance there could be a season 4. Maybe, maybe not. But like I said, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Guarantee you one of those videos will happen, or if not, both. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, don't forget to comment down below for the wrestler talk, which we'll be doing, I would say, in the next couple of weeks. And that's pretty much it. So I'm Godzilla Hawk, and take care of all my peeps. And
So fun yourself.
that's right. And one more thing. What is the tag team doing? 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 Where is the tag team doing? What is the tag team doing? What is the tag team
Try to see
doing?
something. Stop.
What are you looking at?
I don't know. It moved. It went away. Oh,
Oh, maybe a little fuzz thing.
probably.
Woohoo! Stay tuned, guys, for Adventures. It's going to be awesome. Oh, so cute.